From big-name franchises to modern remasters of some of gaming's biggest hits, discover, rediscover and experience a huge range of must-play games on PS Plus Extra. Please watch the entire video to see all the games, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe our channel. Starting off with number 20 is Deathloop. Take on the role of Colt as you search for a way to put an end to a time loop trapping Blackreef while being hunted by the island's inhabitants. Use powerful weapons and abilities to take out 8 key targets across the stunning and chaotic island before the day resets. Lurking in the shadows is rival assassin Juliana, whose sole mission is to take Colt out and keep the loop going. Learn from each cycle, try new paths and approaches to break the loop once and for all. At number 19 is Kingdom Hearts 3. Dive into an action-packed adventure with the latest installment of Square Enix's and Disney's action role-playing series. Kingdom Hearts follows Sora, a key blade wielder, as he sets out with Donald and Goofy to stop the Heartless invasion. Join them as they travel through the colorful landscapes of Toy Story, Big Hero 6, Tangled, Hercules, and many more. Along the way, the heroic trio will team up with beloved Disney and Pixar characters as they embark on unforgettable adventures and help light overcome darkness through the power of friendship. At number 18 is Returnal, which is a roguelike action game. After crash landing on this shape-shifting world, Celine must search through the barren landscape of an ancient civilization for her escape. Isolated and alone, she finds herself fighting tooth and nail for survival. Again and again, she's defeated, forced to restart her journey every time she dies. Through relentless roguelike gameplay, you'll discover that just as the planet changes with every cycle, so do the items at your disposal. Every loop offers new combinations, forcing you to push your boundaries and approach combat with a different strategy each time. At number 17 is Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is an action-adventure game. In the latest adventure in the Marvel Spider-Man universe, teenager Miles Morales is adjusting to his new home while following in the footsteps of his mentor, Peter Parker, as a new Spider-Man. But when a fierce power struggle threatens to destroy his new home, the aspiring hero realizes that with great power, there must also come great responsibility. To save all of Marvel's New York, Miles must take up the mantle of Spider-Man and own it. At number 16 is Ghost of Tsushima. Uncover the hidden wonders of Tsushima in this open-world action-adventure game. Lead a one-man resistance on the shores of Tsushima Island, forging the honorable techniques of the samurai with underhand guerrilla tactics. Forge a new path and wage an unconventional war for the freedom of Tsushima. Challenge opponents with your katana, master the bout to eliminate distant threats, develop stealth tactics to ambush enemies, and explore a new story on Iki Island. At number 15 is The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, which is the 5th chapter in the highly anticipated Elder Scrolls saga. A true gaming icon, Bethesda's sprawling epic is every bit as immersive and magical as it was when it first debuted over a decade ago. If you missed it the first time around, or if you're just aching to revisit the embattled climes of Skyrim, with its labyrinthine dungeons and hardy Nords, there's never been a better time. At number 14 is Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, which is an action-adventure game. Slip on the mask of Star-Lord and lead your fellow Guardians through this explosive sci-fi adventure. A stellar blend of tactical third-person combat, killer tunes, and irreverent humor. With the unpredictable Guardians at your side, blast your way from one explosive situation to another, with original and iconic Marvel characters caught in a struggle for the fate of the universe. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is an absolute blast for fans of single-player stories with loads to explore. At number 13 is Metro Exodus, which is an epic, story-driven first-person shooter from 4A Games that blends deadly combat and stealth with exploration and survival horror in one of the most immersive game worlds ever created. Flee the shattered ruins of dead Moscow and embark on an epic, continent-spanning journey across post-apocalyptic Russia in the greatest Metro adventure yet. Explore the Russian wilderness in vast, non-linear levels and follow a thrilling storyline inspired by the novels of Dmitry Glukhovsky that spans an entire year through spring, summer, and autumn to the depths of nuclear winter. At number 12 is Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, Definitive Edition. Welcome to the 1980s. From the decade of big hair, excess and pastel suits, comes a story of one man's rise to the top of the criminal pile. Combining non-linear gameplay with a character-driven narrative, explore a town brimming with delights and degradation. Featuring across-the-board enhancements including brilliant new lighting and environmental upgrades, high-resolution textures, increased draw distances and much more, this beloved classic comes to life with new levels of detail. At number 11 is Marvel's Avengers, which is a stylish superhero action game with a human story at its heart. Marvel's Avengers is a must-play for fans of the cinematic universe. With tons of content for dedicated players to discover in both single-player and co-op, assembling iconic heroes and smashing through supervillains is a satisfying experience with great replayability. At number 10 is Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition. Experience the latest critically acclaimed adventure in the long-running Dragon Quest franchise, now featuring a new orchestral score and a special 2D graphics mode. Take on the role of the Luminary, a chosen warrior who must strive to restore balance and peace to a world that vows to hunt him down. With a unique band of loyal companions, work to overthrow dark forces and a plot to plunge the world into chaos. At number 9 is Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, which is a modern reimagining of one of the most iconic games of all time. Set in a post-industrial fantasy world that has fallen under the control of the shadowy Shinra Electric Power Company, take on the role of Cloudstrife, a mercenary and former member of Shinra's elite soldier unit, and team up with anti-Shinra organization Avalanche as they step up their resistance. Visit one of gaming's most beloved worlds with a level of depth and detail only possible in the modern age. Connect with unforgettable characters, engage in incredible battles, and experience a story that captivated a generation. At number 8 is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Enter the highly specialized world of tactical armed response in an ever-expanding, multiplayer-focused FPS from developer Ubisoft Montreal. Building on the success of their long-running tactical shooter series, Rainbow Six Siege radically advances the combat dynamics with hugely destructible environments and an ever-growing roster of operators from across the globe, each with unique weapons, gadgets, and abilities. Test your nerve across 3 distinct game modes and more than 20 large-scale maps, each themed after different locations, countries, and scenarios, refining your playstyle with your favorite operators and unlocking new cosmetics to make them your own. At number 7 is Death Stranding. Saddle up for a meditative trek across a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Deliver packages, reconnect the world, and try to keep up with the surreal story. You'll find original ideas in every rocky crevice of this genre-defying game from Hideo Kojima. There's a star-studded cast, moody soundtrack, and a satisfying loop of making it from point A to point B. At number 6 is Stray. Become the feline you always wanted to be in this platforming, puzzle-solving tale of adventure through dark, forgotten corners. Navigate your way home through a neon-soaked cityscape. As you slink through this hushed world filled with robots, feel the fuzzy protagonist nuzzling their way into your heart. Catnaps optional, but encouraged. At number 5 is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Set out from the ancient island of Kefalonia and explore the vast island chains of southern Greece, by horse, by foot, and by boat as you embark on a journey of self-discovery. Set in the picturesque climes of classical Greece, explore a truly enormous game world, filled with stories to unravel, weapons and armor to discover, and allies and enemies to be made along the way. At number 4 is Saints Row, the third remastered, which is an enhanced port of one of the franchise's finest entries. Expand the Saints' empire and take on rival crime syndicates for control of Stillwater City in this irreverent open-world sandbox. Need more mayhem? Double the destruction with a friend in online co-op. At number 3 is Yakuza 0. Play as Kazuma Kiryu and discover how he finds himself in a world of trouble when a simple debt collection goes wrong and his mark winds up murdered. Switch between 3 different fighting styles instantaneously and beat up all manner of goons, thugs, hoodlums, and lowlifes. Take combat up a notch by using environmental objects such as bicycles, signposts, and car doors for bone-crunching combos and savage takedowns. From gripping criminal melodrama to laugh-out-loud comedy, the tonal whiplash of Yakuza 0's story is like nothing else. Combined with satisfying combat and endless optional diversions, there's hours of content here to enjoy. At number 2 is Demon's Souls, which is a ground-up remake of the seminal 2009 original. Demon's Souls brings the brutal world of Boletaria to PlayStation 5. Discover the game that quietly sparked the Souls series' rise to popularity. Lovingly rebuilt and enhanced by Bluepoint Games, Demon's Souls is an immersive fantasy adventure with tense combat and awesome boss fights. At number 1 is God of War. Join forces in combat with Kratos and Atreus in God of War. Combine this with their deeply personal Odyssey together, and by the time credits roll, you'll be right there with them on the highest peak in all the realms. This staggering reimagining of God of War combines all the hallmarks of the iconic series, brutal combat, epic boss fights, and breathtaking scale, and fuses them with a powerful and moving narrative that reestablishes Kratos' world. We hope you liked our video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe our channel to support us.